112 horsepower, 7 seats, sliding rear doors, over 1,100 liters of cargo space, and it costs less than a Honda CR-V. The 2026 Volkswagen Caddy just rewrote the rules for family transport. What's up, everyone? Today, we're breaking down the Volkswagen Caddy. This thing sits somewhere between a van and an MPV and somehow manages to be more practical than both while costing less than most SUVs. It's got Golf underpinnings, 7-seat capability, massive cargo space, and a price that makes every other family vehicle look overpriced. First thing you notice about the Caddy is the design. The color here is pure white. Clean, simple, practical. The finish is glossy and catches light beautifully. This is a vehicle that prioritizes function without looking cheap. The front end features VW's signature horizontal grille bars with the VW badge sitting proud in the center. The headlights are slim LED units with a distinctive light signature. Down below, there's a lower grille intake with vertical accent lights in the corners. It's unmistakably Volkswagen. The wheels are dark multi-spoke alloys. They're well proportioned and give the Caddy a more upscale look than you'd expect from a van-based vehicle. From the side, the Caddy has a tall, boxy profile, high roofline, nearly vertical windows, sliding rear doors on both sides. This is pure utility, no fake sportiness, just honest, functional design. The standard version is 4.5 meters long. The Maxi stretches to 4.85 meters. Around back, vertical LED taillights with a distinctive pattern. The VW badge sits in the center of the tailgate, which opens upward for easy cargo access. Now let's step inside. You open the door and you're greeted with a modern, car-like interior. The dashboard is lifted almost entirely from the Volkswagen Golf. The layout, materials, controls, it's all Golf, and that's a good thing. The Golf has one of the best interiors in its class. The seats are upholstered in dark fabric with subtle stitching. Comfortable, supportive, well-shaped. The steering wheel is leather-wrapped with a flat bottom. All your controls are right there. Media, phone, cruise control. Depending on the trim, you get either a 6.5-inch, 8.3-inch, or 10-inch touchscreen. The 10-inch unit is excellent. Clean graphics, responsive interface, wireless Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto. Behind the steering wheel is a digital instrument cluster. Clean, customizable, easy to read. Climate controls have physical buttons and knobs, no digging through menus. Now, let's talk about space, because this is where the Caddy absolutely dominates. The standard wheelbase Caddy offers 5 or 7 seats. The Maxi comes with 7 as standard. And when we say 7 seats, we mean actual usable seats, not token third-row chairs that only fit small children. The second row is spacious. Adults can sit comfortably. The seats slide forward and back to balance passenger space with cargo space. And those sliding rear doors make getting in and out easy even in tight parking spots. The third row is surprisingly decent. Kids will be fine. Adults can fit for shorter trips. And cargo space. With all seats up, you've got over 400 liters in the standard model, 1,452 liters in the Maxi. Fold all the seats down and you're looking at nearly 3,700 liters. That's more than most full-size SUVs. The cargo floor is flat. The opening is wide and tall. You can fit furniture, bikes, camping gear, whatever you need. This thing swallows cargo like nothing else in its price range. Now the powertrain. The most common engine is a 1.5-liter turbocharged petrol. It makes 112 horsepower. Not massive power, but perfectly adequate. 0 to 60 takes around 12 seconds. It feels responsive around town and has enough grunt for highway driving. There's also a 2.0-liter diesel in 2 outputs, 102 or 122 horsepower. The diesels are more torquey and fuel efficient, but noisier. If you do a lot of highway miles, the diesel makes sense. For most people, the petrol is better. Transmission options include a 6-speed manual or a 7-speed DSG automatic. The DSG is smooth, quick to shift, and matches the engine well. There's also a plug-in hybrid. The 1.5 TSI e-hybrid combines the petrol engine with an electric motor for 148 horsepower. It offers 73 miles of pure electric range, which means most daily driving can be done without burning fuel. But it's significantly more expensive. Fuel economy on the standard petrol is around 40 to 45 miles per gallon. The diesels achieve up to 55. Running costs are low. How does it drive? On the road, the Caddy is surprisingly car-light. It's built on Volkswagen's MQB platform, the same platform that underpins the Golf and Tiguan. So it doesn't drive like a van, it drives like a tall hatchback. The steering is accurate and well-weighted. The turning circle is impressively tight, making tight spaces easy to navigate. The ride quality is excellent. Volkswagen ditched the old leaf spring suspension in favor of coil springs, so the Caddy doesn't bounce around. It soaks up bumps and potholes with ease. The ride is comfortable, controlled, refined. Body roll is well controlled despite the tall profile. The Caddy feels stable and planted in corners. Refinement is impressive. Wind noise is minimal. Road noise is well suppressed. The petrol engine is quiet and smooth. This is a genuinely pleasant vehicle to spend time in. Safety? The Caddy has 19 driver assistance systems. That includes automatic emergency braking, lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, and parking sensors. Higher trims add travel assist for semi-autonomous highway driving. Emergency assist will bring the car to a safe stop if the driver is unresponsive. Trailer assist helps steer when reversing with a trailer. So what does this cost? In the UK, the Caddy starts at around £28,345. That's roughly 40,000 Australian dollars. In Australia, pricing starts at around $35,860. Compare that to a Honda CR-V at 42,000 Australian dollars or a Mazda CX-5 at 39,000. The Caddy undercuts most SUVs while offering way more space. Is it perfect? No. The styling won't win beauty contests. It's boxy and upright, the base trim is basic, and there's no all-wheel drive option. But the Caddy delivers on what matters: space, practicality, comfort, refinement, value. It does the job of a minivan, SUV, and small van all at once for less money. If you need to move people and stuff without breaking the bank, the Caddy makes total sense.